Ultimately, A Course in Miracles is about flushing up into awareness all these false cause-effect beliefs that involve form and releasing them to the Holy Spirit so that you become more stabilized in choosing with the Holy Spirit and starting to realize that the mind is causative and only the mind is causative. In one sense, it's like, okay, I've got my spiritual path, but there will be temptation that will arise here and there, and it's the very things where it seems to be wildly out of control that the ego will try to use, to increase a sense of anxiety or a sense of fear, of literally losing control. And that's the feeling of an addiction. It's as if you're at the mercy of something, that you are losing your sense of choice or your sense of control with it. And the Course in Miracles is bringing you back, to a sense of that control, but it's all at the level of mind and thoughts. It's never about trying to control behaviors. Oftentimes too, there's a lot of self-concept conditioning about weight and body image and looks, and so certain thoughts are raised up as being, really important based on these self-concept and these body image thoughts. And the ego is using this body image, as a replacement for spirit. And eventually, as you keep doing the mind training, then you find that the things that seem to be addictive patterns just start to become less and less and less. You loosen from them. You outgrow them. Literally, as you are able to focus more on the miracle, the other things just fall away. The symbols of the world is what the sleeping mind believes in. So of course they're great tools for practice. So things like food, diet, exercise, it's common that the Holy Spirit can use these as mind training devices. The goal is peace of mind. The goal isn't a particular outcome or appearance. So all of the ego's self-concept goals are form-based. Bigger, better, faster, more. It's this sense of self-improvement, of trying to, make the body look better, a better house, a better car. There's this tendency of the ego to glorify physical structures, whether it's the body or other structures. And then there's also the sense with the body that the ego actually hates the body because it doesn't feel like it's a good enough home. So it's the flip side. The ego literally doesn't know what anything is for, and it has no unified goal for the form. So at times it tries to glorify, build it up, and then rip it down. With a golfer, Tiger Woods, great, the best in the world. Yeah, good, cut him down. The ego loves to see them fall. The higher they rise, the farther they fall. And the ego loves the drama of the whole thing. It's like, it loves to see idols raised up, and it likes to see them ripped down. As long as you keep believing in the idols, it doesn't care if they're raised up or ripped down. And you could say that the definition that Jesus gives of temptation, Jesus says, what is temptation but the wish to make illusions real? So once you start to follow that definition, it's like, that's what temptation is. It's the ego's wish to make illusions real. What does that even mean? If illusions by definition are false, and it's the attempt to make them true, how does the ego do this? It does it through preferences, it does it through judgment, it does it through what Jesus called hierarchies of illusions. But once you start to give yourself over to working miracles and to tapping into that peace of mind, then these so-called hierarchies lose importance. You start to care less and less and less about those hierarchies. Because peace is your goal. And peace of mind means letting go of those hierarchies. You know, the idea that there are some things that are better and worse and so on and so forth, those start to loosen and loosen in awareness. It's more like you outgrow them. You know, it's not like you have to battle them, but it's more like as you are drawn more into the peace, then the other things just start to fade away in awareness. And they become less and less and less important. To the point where you can just be in a state of stillness and not get caught up in the interpretations, the ego's interpretations anymore. You get back far enough in your mind that you're not subject to these ego judgments and interpretations.